Thank you for joining me in video number 2 on niche research, finding and identifying your niche. We're going to dig deep into doing the necessary research to determine the market that you want to serve. So let's get started. First, you want to identify opportunity types, and opportunity types are basically people that Thank you for joining me in video number 2 on niche research, finding and identifying your niche. In this video, we're going to dig deep into doing the necessary research to determine the market in which you want to serve. So let's dig right in. Unless you've been hit with a brilliant idea right from the beginning and that's your motivation to start a business, sometimes finding great products to sell online profitably can be an extremely daunting task. There are thousands of possible choices, yet everything seems like it's been done 1,000 times before. So, with all these product choices and ideas, where do you even begin digging to find the gold? The first step to finding products to sell online is basically to be able to recognize the various opportunities that exist for uncovering great products. So, some of the things that I like to consider when deciding a market to go into is whether it solves a customer's pain point or if it caters to a consumer's passion. I'm going to repeat that. Whether it solves a customer's pain point or if it caters to a consumer's passion. Let's break down identifying and solving a customer's pain point. One of the best ways to build a strong business is by solving a customer's pain point. Products that solve pain points can be extremely lucrative because customers are actively seeking out solutions to these problems. Keep in mind that pain points don't always relate to physical pain. It can also include frustrating, time consuming, or generally just poor experiences. We're going to turn our attention now to identifying and catering to consumers' passions. It's a fact. Consumers tend to spend significantly more money to support their passions and habits. Let's take golfers, for instance. Golfers are notorious for spending thousands of dollars on gear and gadgets with the hopes and dreams of lowering their score, even by the slightest. Catering to passion has additional benefits as well, including deeper interaction with your brand loyalty, and decreased word of mouth marketing. Now, I'm going to show you just a few of the resources that I utilize to perform my niche research. We're going to hop on over to the Amazon bestsellers list. Now, as you know, Amazon is the mecca of physical products and, frankly, e-commerce in general. They do a lot of the heavy lifting for us. And if you dig deep, you'll find that there's lots of gold. There are many categories in which you can choose from. Some of the popular ones: cell phone and accessories, health and personal care, magazines. But for the sake of this discussion, we're going to let's browse home and kitchen and let's see what we find there. So there's a few items that are ranked here that look like these are some of the best sellers. So what do we have here? A tumbler. This is a portable mini USB fan. That could be something that you could sell. A cigar cutter. That could be something that you can sell. Or what about um, a digital scale to weigh your food? That's pretty popular these days. Could certainly sell that. So as you see, just from this very quick search, we've already identified several items that we could potentially sell. Now, again, we're talking about niche research. And so looking in the home and kitchen niche certainly provides a lot of opportunity for different products that can be sold. Let's move on over to Pinterest. Pinterest is a really good site as well, because a lot of people tend to pin things that they're interested in. So it takes some of the guesswork out of it. So I'm just going to perform a quick search, let's say for yoga, and let's see what yoga products come up. Okay, this really looks like blog posts and memes. There's a t-shirt. Let's see, like a yoga mat, for instance. After this, we're getting pizza. So one of the neat things is with Pinterest, you get tons and tons of great ideas of things that you can sell. So here we've done a search for yoga mat, and as you can see, there's numerous options. Some you can customize with nice patterns and designs. The one that we saw earlier about the pizza, you can put nice quotes and things like that on your yoga mats. Also, there's accessories for the yoga mat, like cleaner or a strap to carry the yoga mat. So that could be a good opportunity to get inside of that niche, because ultimately you want to find several products that you can sell within a particular space. So we've identified a yoga mat, as well as accessories. You also can look for yoga socks. There's tons of options here that give us some ideas. Again, these can be sourced, these can be manufactured. You can perhaps even find sellers on Etsy that produce these, and you can resell them as well. And then there are yoga pants. And just like yoga mats and yoga socks, there's several options that are available to you. Um, Different colors, different styles, different patterns. So one of the things that I always want to look for when moving into a niche is if there's commercial intent. And what that basically means is, are there people already selling products inside of that space? Are people currently buying? And it only takes a walk around a block to see that people generally are wearing yoga pants. If you go to any yoga gym or yoga room, you'll notice that there's people with yoga mats and yoga cleaner. So that could be a good niche to get into, because you've already identified that it's a passion for people and there's commercial intent. Also, I like to look at Wanello, and Wanello is short for want, need, love. And people that come on Wanello and they tag a product, or they like a product, it's because it's something that they're interested in. So, sticking with the yoga um, niche, let's see what products come up. So, you have sports bra, you have jewelry, again, more leggings, shorts. There's beads, shoes, decals, apparel in general. So, again, no shortage of products that can be sold inside of that space. Now, one other thing that I like to do is I like to go over to this site here, and it's the 100 best jobs. It's an article that was released by US News in the money section. And this is really neat because these are going to be jobs for people that are extremely passionate and proud of what they do. An orthodontist, a dentist, computer systems analyst, a nurse practitioner. These are people generally that have spent a lot of money in their education, a lot of time, a lot of energy. And so they're going to be extremely passionate about what they do. And so you can use Amazon, Pinterest, Wanello to find products to sell them. So let's head back over to Pinterest and let's just take nurse for instance. Okay, so there's a stethoscope water bottle. There's a nice t-shirt for nurses. Let's see, nurse jewelry. So now we see there's lots of options here. Bracelets, necklaces, and they all have quotes or pendants that are very indigenous to that audience. Again, this could be a great opportunity as well for determining a niche based on occupation. Now, I have a worksheet that I'm going to make available to you that has a list of profitable niches that you can perhaps research and see if you can find products in which you're able to sell to them. Okay, so I'm going to make that available to you, but take the time and browse and peruse Amazon and Pinterest and Wanello. There's also eBay, or simply doing a Google search. Um, I can do that here for an example. Nurse gifts. And just by performing that simple Google search, I've now been able to find several items inside of that space that I can perhaps now go out and source and sell to them. So spend a little time getting comfortable with these resources, digging in and finding audiences that you want to target.